Go to BigManComics.com for the best in action adventure entertainment. Hey guys, Gabe Eltaeb here, BigManComics.com. I am here with another expert opinion. The people who make cultural commentary online, are they critics or are they bigots? Guys, this is an expert opinion. Why? Because I have 25 years of award-winning work, writing, drawing, coloring for Marvel, DC. If you've heard of it, I have worked on it. Superman, Batman, Wonder Woman, Star Wars, World of Warcraft, Borderlands. Guys, I've done it all. I'm an expert in this stuff, and I'm going to tell you how it really works with critics and the artists that make the art that gets critiqued. Are they just bigots? Are they just horrible, racist, misogynists, and every phobe you can list? I've got my opinions on it, and I think you know what they might be. This came up because I saw a tweet go crazy viral last week. It was Variety, which is a very big entertainment industry. It was a magazine. Now I guess it's mostly a Twitter account and a website. It says, toxic fandoms have grown so powerful that while talent, executives, and publicists privately bemoan the issue, fear of triggering another backlash kept several studios from speaking for this story. And it got me thinking about this news from the star of the horrifically terrible Acolyte, Disney Plus, Star Wars. They're like communist space witches. Nobody liked this crap. It was terribly rated. It justifiably got canceled. And the Acolyte's Jodie Turner-Smith claims Disney didn't support her amid racism from toxic fans. And let's look at a few more of these. So many people were quote tweeting this, and I cut out their names because I don't want to bother the actual person that wrote it. I want to analyze what they're writing here because it's beyond stupid, okay? But we leave the people that wrote these tweets and quote tweets alone. We never go bother anyone. We don't do that. We're just analyzing what they think here because I want to get to the bottom of this because this fascinates me, the evil here. It says, toxic fandoms have been given too much power in the recent years, and the reins need to be pulled. There is no excuse for bullying, racist, misogynistic, hateful discourse in entertainment, unless it's aimed towards conservatives, patriots, and Christians, and straight people. And it certainly shouldn't drive studios to pull the plug on potentially great shows. We need to get these people some tissues so they can cry more. We need to stop calling these people fans. They're bigots who latched onto a rallying point. This has some naughty words in it, but he says, one day I'll write about how the rise of Skywalker single-handedly empowered racist incels and changed the trajectory of modern Hollywood. That film was made solely to placate the xenophobes, people who hate aliens. That's what that would mean, like creatures, beings from another planet. Legitimizing their misogyny. Misogynoir? Is that a word? Misogynoir. Wow. So that's hatred of women who are black. Wow, they just made up something extra stupid. Misogynoir is not a thing. I know you're very pleased with yourself for making up that word. Go back to the junior college and get a refund. As critique, and we're still paying for it. Oh, they're paying for it. Let's see, just one or two more. Hang in there. We're getting to the good stuff. The idea that studios should listen more to toxic fandoms is insanely dumb. The fact that they're toxic is exactly why they can't be appeased and should be ignored. I'll tell you who should be ignored. These people pissing their diapers. My goodness. This is an outrageously depressing article. Focus group to take stuff out of projects that will anger a small group of constantly online and pissed off grifters. Gross. So let's go back to the original thing here. This lady's false claim, this Jodie Turner-Smith, is falsely claiming that Disney didn't support her amid racism from toxic fans. Jodie, that's not a thing. It didn't happen. See, here's the arrogance of the left, the progressive of the woke. They're so arrogant. Let me back up and make an analogy. I was listening to David Foster Wallace, rest in peace. He's a great writer. His seminal work, Infinite Jest, but he was giving a speech at a graduation or something. This is way back in the 90s. And he talked about like self-awareness and really critiquing the self and thinking about your life and your opinions and not just taking your own opinion as gospel truth, as scientific fact, and realizing you could be wrong. There were two fish swimming, two young fish, like young adolescents. They were swimming along, and an old geezer fish was swimming the other way. And the old geezer fish said to the two young fish, "Water's great today, isn't it?" And the two young fish looked at each other and said, "What the hell is water?" The point is, they're so young, they were born into water, they stay into water. How would a fish ever know it was wet if it was always that way? So when you don't have any introspection, you don't analyze yourself, you don't think, hey, maybe I don't know everything and I could be wrong about some stuff, You dismiss everyone who disagrees with you as a hateful, bigot, misogynist. No, it was a misogynoir. Holy cow, that's stupid. Whoever wrote that should be very embarrassed. So you dismiss everyone else's opinion. You're so narcissistic. You're so what the hell is water that you're like, well, of course I'm right about everything always. I'm woke and I went to the big university where they definitely didn't brainwash me into communism, socialism, Marxism, and feminism. I'm right about everything. So because someone disagrees with me, it means they're either stupid or bigoted because I can't possibly be wrong. The Acolyte can't possibly be terrible television. It can't be. All the DEI, all the forced diversity, all the subversive destruction of what makes Star Wars, that can't be the problem. The whole moral gray thing where, hey, maybe the Jedis are really the bad guys. You can't say who's right or wrong, man. Maybe the Jedis are wrong and the Sith are just misunderstood, man. All of that nonsense, hippie bullshit that is not part of Star Wars and never was, that's why people don't like it. No one has misogynoir in their hearts. I'm sorry, that's not a thing. Nobody cares. They say, oh, they hate it because it's a woman. Everyone likes Ripley. Everyone likes Princess Leia. Everyone likes Lando Calrissian. Everyone likes real, well-written characters. The thing about art is patterns, okay? They're recreating the patterns of nature to write a story, to make a drawing, to act, to write a poem, to do anything. You're just recreating a pattern. So when the patterns aren't true and the patterns are serving SJW, DEI, forced diversity, you're breaking the natural patterns of life. You're breaking the patterns of nature, and it bothers people in their mind because their brain is looking for the pattern recognition. So they go, no, that's not right. The Jedis are the good guys. Why would you make them the bad guys? So this is hilarious to me. I do wonder why. And it's the left is this way. The right is not this way. I saw some, and I don't have it handy, but I saw an article talking about a study saying that non-woke people, left-wing and right-wing, just normal people, they know what the woke people think. They can describe them when asked, what do you think the opinions and worldview of woke people are? And they can write them down. And then when they ask woke people, what is the worldview of a conservative, a patriotic, a Trump supporter? It's like a cartoonish, just everything you can think of, just a fascist, racist, sexist, homophobe, all this insane stuff that isn't true. And I do wonder what the root cause of this ignorance and arrogance is. And I do think I know. The secular left-wing progressive lifestyle is very much an indulgent lifestyle, and it's arrested development. It's your eternally a high school sophomore, a high school junior. They do whatever they want. There's safe spaces. You could never challenge them. They got all their pronoun whatever, and then they go to college, and it's the same thing. And this ideology of the mummification of society where there's no fatherly masculine influence, and in fact masculinity is pathologized as evil. So we throw dad out of the home, we throw all his ideas and beliefs and ways out, and we never give kids what they need growing up, that masculine influence to say, hey, just because your feelings are hurt doesn't mean you're right. It's okay to get your feelings hurt. It matters how you react, not how you feel. This is a concept that I try to embrace all the time in my life called emotional regulation. It means just because I have a feeling doesn't mean I do what my feeling says if what my feeling tells me is immoral. So I've lost a lot of weight. I'm down in the 250s. I was like 305, a year ago. So congratulations to me. But it's okay to be hungry, right? My feelings are fine. It's okay to look at a chocolate cake and go, oh, I want to eat the whole cake. It's okay to think that. Don't do it. So this is emotional regulation, and this is a very masculine concept. It's not a feminine concept. I'm sorry, moms. I'm sorry, ladies, but women, there's a reason there's a saying, it's a face only a mother could love. Mama will love you no matter what. Everyone who grew up and had the privilege, because nowadays it's a privilege to have a father or a good grandfather, a good man, a good uncle, some good man in your life, you know the difference between the man disciplining you and the woman growing up. And the men give you a reality check, and that's how they love you. They say when you do your bullshit and your dad steps in and says, hey, we're better than that. You don't do that. We don't do that kind of stuff. You are capable of so much more greatness than this nonsense you're doing. You don't get that from mom. It's not really in a woman's nature. Women nurture. They breastfeed. They love. They cuddle. They hug. Oh, baby, it's all right. But your dad, your grandpa, your uncle, the real men that are masculine, they will tell you, I don't care if your feelings are hurt. You're wrong. You shouldn't have got those grades. Now you're grounded. And too bad if you're going to cry about it. But it's a generation of people who have never heard no. They have never heard, you're wrong. They have never heard, hey, not getting your way isn't the end of your universe. I don't have to call you your pronouns that you demand I participate in your beliefs. I'm not making you participate in mine. So I think the solution here is unfortunately, a very long, drawn out one of reinstilling the father, reinstilling masculinity, reinstilling religion back into society. Because that's where that comes from. It's patriarchy. I talk about this. That does not mean rule by men. It means rule by fathers. Pater, paternity. Padre, that's father in Latin, pater. So patriarchy is the rule of fathers. And how do fathers feel about their wives and their children? They die for them. They love them more than anything. They're benevolent dictators, right? They're like, no, this is the way, this is what we do. So you have a generation of people that have never heard no. All they've ever heard is, you go, girl, you're a girl boss. You're strong and independent. And if someone disagrees with you, they're obviously a misogynoirist. Holy shit, guys, that's stupid. Guys, this has been another expert opinion. I'm an expert on writing, illustrating, coloring, all things storytelling and art and entertainment, and you're welcome for that. So what do we do about it, though? I ended that a little quick there. What do we do about it? Oh, I did say we reinstill masculinity into the culture. We're not afraid to tell people no. We're not afraid to call out BS. We always follow the law. We always follow the law, but what we don't worry is someone's going to be upset with us and call us a bigot or whatever. We don't worry about that. We don't care anymore. Guys, hit the like. Take your finger right now. Hit that like. Hit that share. Thank you so much. Go to bigmancomics.com. Get yourself one of the few remaining copies of Dean Cain, All-American Lawman. Dean and I are talking. We might have a little something special for you very soon here, so stay tuned. Follow me on X. I'm Big Man Comics. Follow me everywhere else, but don't follow me to my house. I am Gabe Eltaeb. You see how to spell it right down there. Everywhere else on social media. And I will talk to you guys later. Thank you for watching. Make sure to follow us on social media and go to bigmancomics.com.